Another 5th-round DB, Sam Womack.
Mm-hmm.
Why do the 49ers like this guy so much, in your opinion? Now,
Yes.
it seems like he's here because they don't like Diamador Lenore as much as they did initially. This is the replacement. Why do you think they like Womack?
This is interesting because I think there are similar comparisons you could tie between Ty Davis-Price and Trey Sermon. Competition. Diamador Lenore, Sam Womack, competition. Yeah. Competition also breeds success. So I love it. I love it. Bring some guys in that are going to push these guys at minimum push them. That being said, so right after we drafted Sam Womack, I put a tweet out saying, Sam Womack, although he's 5'9", about 190, have people seen this dude's arms? He has 31 and 7/8 inch arms. Compare that to Richard Sherman at 6'3", 32 inch arms.
Right.
All I said at that point was, this kid intrigues me. He runs high 4.3s, low 4.4s. He's got the speed. So first and foremost, I look at him and I'm thinking about K'Wan Williams. We let K'Wan go. This dude coming out of the draft, I'll just say it right now, he's more athletic than K'Wan Williams ever was. K'Wan ran a 4.5. That being said, there's much more to playing. Yes, and there's much more to playing football, especially I would say corner, than there is than just speed. There's 100% more than that.
Hold on.
Gotta be willing. Go ahead.
He's faster and he has better length than K'Wan, which means that he has the ability to play outside. But in terms of how they're built, they're both 5'9", 190.
100%. 100%. Yeah, and so you look at the 49ers and what do they expect out of their nickel corners? You got to be able to tackle. Can you tackle? Yes, I think this guy he's willing to go in there, put his butt in there and tackle a guy. But I also think that there's some differences between K'Wan and him, and I think that's also what made the 49ers intrigued with him. You spoke on it earlier, and I was going to talk about it as well too. Go back to the NFC Championship game, and you look at when we were on defense. Why did we lose that game? Matthew Stafford, Odell Beckham Jr., and Cooper Kupp absolutely torched us. And if you go back and watch it, you can see some particular key plays where they needed to pick up a third down, and a lot of times I thought it was out of the slot. I thought it was Cooper Kupp killing out of the slot. Also, this is a little bit off topic, but I thought we played a lot more soft coverage, especially outside during that game as well too. And they were prepared for that. The Rams were prepared for that, and they cooked. They ate off that. That being said, you can look at that game. You can look at the wild card game against the Cowboys, and Cooper killed out of the slot as well too. So I think the differences between these two, I think that Womack plays the ball in the air. I'd say right now probably already better than K'Wan does. And K'Wan's not bad. We've seen him play. But I think K'Wan's losing some of his athletic ability, but where he kind of makes up for that at this point in his career is he's smart. He's very heady. He knows where he's supposed to be. He's seen a lot of football, played a lot of football. This kid, Womack's coming in. He led college football with pass breakups, 17, 2021, and he's also Toledo's pass breakup king. He's their all-time leader in pass breakups. So to me, that signals, okay, this dude has the ability to jam at the line of scrimmage. He's not very big. You look at a guy like Cooper Kupp, 6'2", he's a big slot. So, but he has the ability to put his hands on you. He can push you out. But I think also when the ball's in the air, he plays through receivers really, really, really well. So this to me points more towards coverage. Can he get there and tackle? Yes. But we can't continue to get torched. We can't have Dante Johnson coming in playing slot all the time if K'Wan or someone else goes down. So to me, I look at Womack and I say, okay, he's long. He's got the speed. Now it's just about the reps and does he have the confidence to be able to stay in this league and play? Because I think he's got the tools to be he intrigued me. I'm super intrigued. I'm not saying he's going to become this or he is going to become this, but I do think he has the skills to be a very good nickel corner. If he can put up seasons similar to K'Wan Williams, that's a home run signing.
What I think so interesting about the Sam Womack thing is I'm thinking that the Niners would sort of adjust their view in the secondary. Like, nickel is a starting position. Cooper Kupp's in our division. We got to match up. We face them twice a year. Let's really invest in the nickel spot. No, the Niners are very locked in, stoic. This is who we are. This is what we do. We like K'Wan Williams. We won with K'Wan. We don't need to change the formula. We have a formula. Our formula is a nickel like K'Wan. And K'Wan's a little old. And we couldn't afford him this year. He got paid by Denver. We didn't have cap space. He's gone. What we really would like is another K'Wan. Is that so much to ask? We think we can find another K1 in round 5. Oh, we found one with longer arms and faster wheels. At least they think so. We'll see. But I think they feel like, man, all we are asking for, it's like going to the car dealership. Like, we don't need a Ferrari. We just need a K1 Williams. And we know it's not too expensive. And we know we found at least one before. So let's see if we can do it again. I think they're banking on that. Like, they have a specific template in mind that maybe other teams aren't looking for, and they can find it again. We'll see. They didn't find it with Diamador. I don't know what that was, but maybe it was a symptom of not really having. It was a weird draft, right? Because it was the COVID year.
It was
playing 8 games and stuff like that. Was there no combine? Something anyway. It was
weird. It's very weird. It's very weird. And I think you look at nickel corner, especially in the 49ers defense. We know what K1 was, especially in 2019. That was just a beautiful season. Really, he was locked out. But that being said, you're right. It is essentially a starting position in the NFL right now. So if you can get a guy that people don't talk about a lot, but might be underrated based off of his play, you take that. I think nickel is a very underrated position. I really do.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of having a corner who has the versatility to go in the slot.
That's my favorite.
So many top receivers go in the slot. And if you have a guy, you're paying $16 million a year in Charvarius Ward, and he can't go in the slot, like, that's not going to help you necessarily against DeAndre Hopkins all game when he moves over there. What you can't. So what I like about the Rams is they spend all this money for Jalen Ramsey, but they can put him wherever the hell they want.
Put him in the star. He's a star.
You need to shut down a slot guy outside. Now not every team can get Jalen Ramsey, but it just shows to me that you might want to prioritize that spot. But the Niners are set in their ways. They just need someone as good as Jaquiski Tartt. They just need someone as good as K1 Williams. They're solid. They're not great. They think they can get solid DBs in round 5. Maybe they can.
So do you think Sam Womack's going to be the starter?
Yeah.
At nickel? You do?
I do. Because it ain't, in my opinion, it's not going to be Diamador. It's not going to be Dante. It's not going to be Darquez.
Right.
It's going to be Womack, but it's not going to be right. Like, they're going to make him earn it every step of the way in the offseason.
Yeah.
But then in week 1, it'll be like, oh, look who it is. That's where I was.
So what about Mosley? What about Mosley? I know a lot of fans would say, well, Mosley should slide in.
I think that's what maybe hey, look, if Womack's out there week 1, he's going to get tested. If it doesn't go well, that's what they should do is move Mosley in there. But they're all about, like, not making big changes. You know, it's a good team. You're right there. Let's just keep the same structure and just plug in a different player who's similar. So I think Womack, they look at him as that guy. And look, frankly, from what I've seen from him so far, I have no opinion on his tackling, but he is very sticky in coverage.
I agree. He's a good outside corner. He is.
At the same time, like, he'll jam in practice. He is very physical in coverage. So usually the 5th round rookie doesn't get the benefit of the call. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just curious, like, are the refs going to let him play the way he wants to play? I mean, they didn't let Josh Norman play the way he wanted to play, right? Sometimes you got to earn that. Yeah. Maybe at Toledo, he got the benefit of the doubt, but over here, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you got to earn those strikes, young buck.
Exactly. But he does seem much more promising than Diamador. Doesn't have the length, doesn't have the speed, doesn't have the size. I never got that one.
I don't know why he was outside even early on through the first 4 weeks. He was playing outside. We knew he didn't have the speed for that. And I'm not trying to just, like, shit on the guy. I'm really not. We knew he projected as a nickel corner if he's going to make it in the league. He doesn't have that speed to be able to play on the outside. I think he has the mentality, and I think he has the tackling, I would say, prowess to make it there. But we'll see what happens. He's been already kind of almost a forgotten guy. It's kind of crazy.
I'm not a scout, but I have watched a lot of training camps and stuff. And last year, Diamador was getting all this hype, and I was standing there like, what am I missing? And I actually kind of liked Ambry. Now, he would still in 11s, but in one-on-ones, I thought he was actually really matching up well with Ayuk and Debo. And I thought Ambry was better. And everyone was like, Ambry's trash. Diamador is really – I don't like, really? Man, I don't know what I'm looking at, man. I've lost it. And by the end of the season, I was like, yeah, right there. That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah.
Well, it's funny, too, because when we look at corner and wide receiver are the 2 positions that I love. That's my favorite position. And I played football growing up, but it wasn't like to the super, super high level. But when I played, I did play corner. And so I look at a guy like Ambry Thomas and I say, listen, when he got his chance to play, he was in position all the time. Why? Because he has supreme athleticism. And when you do play corner on the outside, that is one thing you have to have 100%. Now, was he missing catches? Was he missing, at the point of attack? 100%. That's how guys like him get moss. it sucks, and the end result either equals a big completion or a touchdown, and we don't like that. But I'm going to be completely honest. I never got too high or too low on that because he's in position. He got baptized. Let's be honest. He got baptized. He got thrown in and got baptized.
Yeah, Diamond was not in position. Ambry was.
Yeah, exactly.
The game against Atlanta in particular stands out. He kept getting beat at the point at the catch point, or like just in case.
100%. So guys are going to improve over time. They're going to, and that's what I see with Andrew Thomas.
Double B Studios has just finished Cohn Zone. I will defend you to the end. Not sure what you covered already, but this live, knowing the schedule, what is your top 5 NFC list? Oh man, I don't know.
That's a good question.
Rams, Bucks are up there. I feel like they're in a tier of their own.
Yeah.
The Niners, I'd like to say they're up there, but their offensive line gives me so many question marks, give me so many concerns, and it's such an important position group. Vikings are in the discussion. Packers are in the discussion, although I don't like the Packers. They have a great defense.
Thank you. Everyone's giving them so much credit. Why are we acting
on that team? If Christian Watson isn't good right away, what are they doing?
That's the question, right? Why are we acting like they're not going to go through some bumps and bruises along the way? And at the same time, if Aaron Rodgers, who's one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time, I love the way the dude plays, love the way he spins it. If he doesn't have a MVP season for 3 years in a row, then what? Doesn't that limit them as well? Now, I can understand why people say, "Oh, they're still going to win the division," because I do think they probably will win the division. But I'm sorry, I'm going to make Packers fans mad. I think the Packers are probably pretenders. I think they're pretenders this year. I think they can have a really good regular season schedule. So do I. I think the Packers can have a really good regular season schedule. They'll probably end up first in their division, but I can see them being an early out. I really can.
Hold on. Let me just pump the brakes on Green Bay for a second, because what they do have, which people gets overlooked, they have a hell of a defense.
Absolutely.
So good. It's probably might be better than the Niners because they have Jair Alexander at nickel. You know what I'm saying? They're not messing around. They have really, really good DBs.
Eric Stokes is a good young DB too. And Rasul Douglas just got paid after. Like, they have 3 really good starting corners right now.
And one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. So if Christian Watson's good, then all of a sudden that team could win 13 games. So I'm skeptical on Green Bay, but I'm not writing them off. 2 teams that are.
Is it skeptical though? Is it skeptical? Because what if you think they're going to be good in the regular season? You just think they'll get bounced early in the playoffs? Because I do.
That's what happens to them every year. That's what happens to them every year. No, I'm with that. 2 more teams that no one's talking about. Philly. I mean, I'm not a huge Jalen Hurts guy, but he's pretty good. He's not making any money, and they really stacked that team. Like, O-line's good. They got J.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Like that team. And then
they got corners now too.
New Orleans was good last year when they didn't have Ian Book or Trevor Siemian starting. Now they got Chris Olave. They got Michael Thomas coming back. I know they lost Sean Payton, but that team has a great defense too. I mean, ask Tom Brady. They own Tom Brady over there. So that's a team that is in the mix, I guess. I don't really think much of Dallas.
I don't either. They gotta show me first. I'm just gonna be honest.
And the last team, even though I feel dumb even saying it anymore, Arizona. Even though they're the same team every year, they start hot, they fall apart, and that's what Cliff Kingsbury did in college too. You can go back and look at him at Texas Tech, hot starts.
Yep, same thing.
Anyway, forget Arizona. Matthew Roberts says, "Can we get Trey and Deborah to race?" I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Who's Deborah? Deborah?
She fast? Can she play for us?